How do you celebrate International Women's Day in your country?
In Ukraine, it's a very, very big celebration, and it's one of the most important days for each woman in Ukraine. So usually in this day men show their appreciation to women. For example, last year my stepfather took us for a very nice, wonderful dinner at the restaurant, and he also took us to the movies. One of my favorite parts about the International Women's Day that each woman usually gets a very beautiful spring flowers. So all the streets are filled with men carrying wonderful bouquets. And we also get lots of wonderful presents for International Women's Day.
In Nigeria, International Women's Day is celebrated over the period of 3 months, starting from January 1st to March 7th. Each day has a specific event and a different event. But on the last day is the big one. That's when the president, the First Lady of Nigeria, comes invites women women in power, women in general, and brings them to a certain place and gives a speech. And she distributes materials like clothes, food, money to widows and women that are living in poverty.
So International Women's Day for me began almost in a bitter way because I kind of viewed it as a rivalry between men and women. So when I first started celebrating it, it was less of this woman is amazing and more of look at what women can do. So as I've kind of developed as a person, as my knowledge has grown and the group of people I've hung out with have kind of expanded that in an amazing way, I have begun to realize that this day is to celebrate what women can do, not necessarily comparing against men, but just in general, showing the achievements they've made and just giving respect to those who deserve it, and also trying to inspire younger generations like myself, my friends, my 14-year-old sister, my 30-year-old sister.
I'm from the Republic of Georgia, and International Women's Day is a big deal in my country. It's the day when women feel really empowered and they want to celebrate themselves, and of course men celebrate women as well, and they express their love towards their loved ones. It can be husbands, brothers, fathers, partners, boyfriends, any men. As for celebrating, women usually organize girls' night out, and they all go out and sit down and dance and drink and have fun. And usually men don't get to participate, and they don't usually go because they kind of want to, let their women go out and have fun without men. And this celebration of women gathering usually takes part in the evening, but they get to spend the entire day before the evening with their husbands or their loved ones. So yeah, that's how we celebrate it.
I actually wasn't really aware of Women's Day for a long time, and I only celebrated it once. So when I celebrated it, a friend of mine invited me to go to performances at the town hall, and so it was organized by a university teacher that I actually was from Colombia and takes care of immigrants and stuff like that, and so there was a lot of different dances from different countries, and just belly dancing and Latin dancing, and from a lot of different countries, and so everybody was invited to go to this event and just watch the performances and then participate in that.
In my country, International Women's Day is all about women, obviously, and men give flowers and presents to women and pay a lot of attention to them, which is really nice.
Well, in Tajikistan, we pretty much do the same. We, I husband or usually a husband gets up in the morning, makes breakfast.
Roles are reversed.
we get to stay in the kitchen for one day, which is not a good day for women because we mess everything up in the kitchen. But it involves a lot of flowers, but you don't only give flowers to your like family or your girlfriend or your mom, your sisters, but usually whoever like women you see, your co-workers, your friends, you give each one of them a flower, so congratulating them that happy Women's Day, and making sure they're happy.
International Women's Day is celebrated. Actually, it's not a day, but it's over a week. So basically, the first week of March, women celebrated at the International Foreign Place Office, where there are many booths of women with different businesses. So they sell or they show about what their business is about and what they have done, which I really like, because every year they know that, oh, this is where I have been and this is where I am going, so, and this is where the other women have been, and it's a great way to see progress in women's businesses and life. Day on March 8th is the big celebration where they wear like uniform made in different design and celebrate together, and there is a march where women march in the part of the downtown to show their work and things like that. So it's one of my favorite celebrations at home.
International Women's Day means the day women come together and empower themselves. It means the day women, give themselves a pat on the back and say, yes, I'm proud to be a woman.
Who are the most inspirational women in your life?
It's my mom, and the reason that she was the most inspirational woman for me, because she showed that I shouldn't be afraid to do whatever I want to do in my life, and she showed me that it's a good thing to strive for a greater success in your life.
I'll say my mom and my sister. These two women are so strong, and they've taught me what I've become today. They've given me advices that have helped me go through life, and two strong women in my life that I can never replace. And Okonjo-Iweala, she was the first African woman to be one of the presidents of the World Bank, and she's also the Minister of Finance in my country, and that position is a position I hope to hold someday after graduation.
There are many women who are inspiring in my life, especially my mom, the first one. She had taught me a lot that it still helped me here today to be a better woman, and also like just work hard. And one thing I remember all the time and I really like about her is she says there is no job that says, oh, this job is for a man, or there is written on the job, this is for men. So any job she can do it. So whenever I feel sometimes lazy or tired, I think about her and I am like, I can do it, and I keep going. And there are also many women that are example that I look up to, like Ellen Johnson, Michelle Obama. So I just look up at all those women, what they do, and it keeps me going that we have a lot of possibility and can do a lot.
Inspirational. I don't have many. Of course, my number one inspiration is my mother. She just inspires me every single day by watching her and everything she does daily basis for us and for everyone around her. And another inspiration for me as a woman is Angelina Jolie, for all the work, all the humanitarian work she does for the poor kids or women or men around the world. And I think it's very significant what she does, and should be celebrated. So she really inspires me.
woman that stands out to me is Elaine Mosby, and she is a groundbreaking journalist. And journalism is my major, but this woman was there when China accepted journalists back into the country. She was in the first group of journalists with them, and she reported bolder than her colleagues, and she just had a way of communicating people's stories, but also just standing out as a writer and standing out as someone who's bold and courageous. And she traveled the world, and I forget how many countries, maybe 15 to 20 countries in a matter of 10 years. And she's incredible, and I aspire to be like her, but I think I aspire to have the attributes she had, whether or not I ever go into journalism.
Well, the most inspiring woman in my life is my mother, because she is, I think she's very brave and strong, and she always inspires me to do better things in life, and yeah, she's my idol.
Well, for me, when it comes to the inspirational woman, I like to use a quote that says, "Behind every great man, there's even a greater woman." So I would have to agree with Eka that for me it would be my mother as well. That she was actually, she was very supportive of my father throughout his career, and that's why my father had such a long and successful career. And yeah, she remains one of the most inspirational women for me, and I hope that future wife will be something like her.
That's it.
It's a very special day in my life because I'm a woman. I'm so proud to be a woman.
j.martins. Listen up, see, baby, make you give me your fine love, your sweet love, baby, make you give me your fine love, your sweet love, lollipop, my sugar sissy, you look so kinky tonight, my sweetie potato, if nanyam baby, my loving Diana, my love is here to stay. African lady, oh my, plenty desire, he dey light my fire, and I know I fire for you. Oh my, plenty desire, he dey light my fire, and I know I fire for you.